I am very frustrated, very angry. Following Everton 1, Arsenal 1. I even mispronounced Everton there. A game which kind of did show what this season has become for us. It's just meandering out, petering out. But some of the opinions from other Arsenal fans following this game is quite ridiculous. Some of them blaming Liverpool for the performances we're having. I just couldn't believe that some of these opinions are coming out. Because for me, Liverpool, they will show week in, week out with the way they play, with the way they get results, that they are very deserving of this Premier League title. I look at the way Arsenal played today. Does that look like a title-winning team? No. And that is the unfortunate situation we find ourselves in. We're just not having enough in those forward areas at all. Defensively, we were okay, we were great. But apart from that, it's absolutely horrible. It really, really is. And I want to talk about the referee, but not even just from the Arsenal perspective, but from Everton as well. The referee was honking in that game. Not long ago, we saw the decisions the referee did against Liverpool in the Everton-Liverpool match. It was horrendous. And today was not this. It was not any different. Darren England is an awful referee. Absolutely awful. He's shocking. He really is shocking. For me, the Lewis Skelly one wasn't a penalty. And put down below if you agree or not, because obviously I'm not perfect. I'm not going to get everything right. I'm doing this from an emotional Arsenal standpoint. But for me, that seemed far too weak. Harrison had his hand on Lewis Skelly and was pushing him back. For me, that is not a penalty. You then look in the first half, small decisions. Idrissa Gana Gueye won the ball on Leandro Trossard. A free kick was given for Arsenal. It shouldn't have been a free kick for Arsenal. It's very simple. At the end of the game, the referee, he blows for full time. The players have to tell him, look, it's not even the game hasn't finished yet. There's still time on the clock. In a Premier League match where when the stakes are so high as a referee, you're making schoolboy errors. So many schoolboy errors. It is absolutely unreal. So if Everton do score in that last minute from the free kick, can you imagine the commotion, the anger that would have followed? End the game, stick to your morals. If you've blown for full time, there was about 7 seconds left, then just stick with your decision. Don't reverse it. Don't go back in time. You can't do that. And I would have said the same thing if it was for Arsenal on the other end, by the way. It is an absolute joke. And even rival fans were saying, got to feel for Miles Lewis Skelly. He's been on the end of some honking decisions. That's never a penalty. So Liverpool fans even saying that. And I'll be interested to you guys watching. What was your views on that? I think it's a really, really poor decision. I really, really do. And I know for Liverpool, this is great for you guys, you know, closer to that Premier League title, that deserving Premier League title. But the refereeing this season for Liverpool, for Arsenal, whether it's for even other teams like Tottenham or Chelsea or Crystal Palace or for Villa, for Wolves, has been horrendous. Horrendous. I can't wait till everything just gets electronic and we don't need referees to even be involved. They're just there for the sake of being there. They don't make the decisions, because I cannot believe some of the things that I see in these Premier League games. One of the best leagues in the world doesn't have some of the best referees. But this is where I have a little thing, a bone to pick with some Arsenal fans. Not all Arsenal fans, by the way. Liverpool have an asterisk on their title. There's a clear sabotage against Arsenal in this league. So he watched Tarkowski go straight through the back of McAllister and thought to himself, 3 days later, Arsenal, there's a campaign against them only as a team, and Liverpool didn't have any bad decisions across this whole season. It is an absolute joke. And yes, Arsenal have had horrible decisions. I still think us as a team, we've had the worst decisions across the whole season. We probably could have had 7 more points. I think of Declan Rice kicking the ball away. Nothing was given after that in terms of people kicking the ball away. We never saw a decision like that again. Lewis Skelly read against Wolves. We still won the game, but that was horrendous. But to say we're the only team who are having a sabotage mission against them, and Liverpool and Villa and Forest and Wolves and anyone else in the Premier League hasn't had honking decisions against them, I think it is an absolute joke. And it's quite embarrassing as an Arsenal fan to see other Arsenal fans thinking this way. Can we not just appreciate a team has been good, has been better than us? I think now we're in that position where we're starving, where we're now 3 seasons in and we haven't won the Premier League. We've just been second. And now we're looking over our shoulder, by the way. I'm sitting here thinking about Aston Villa versus Nottingham Forest later today. I'm thinking, those guys can catch us. I wouldn't even be surprised if Forest finish above us. We're also now in this position where Real Madrid, the kings of Europe, A Kings of Europe where Manchester City, in one of their best sides ever, went to the Bernabeu, went ahead in the game where there was away goals, and still came away from the Bernabeu with not qualifying for the next round. And us, we're expected without Gabriel, without a recognised number 9, with Leandro Trossard and Raheem Sterling on our side, are expected to have our season saved by this competition. It is going to be a big, big ask. I still believe, obviously, I'm an Arsenal fan. I believe in my side. I think at the Emirates, I believe we can do something. We can get something. But, wow, the season has just pitted away very, very sadly. It's very sad what has happened. Martin Odegaard, the captain, I'm frustrated from what I'm seeing from him. The opportunities he gets in the box, he can't strike a ball for his life at the minute, unfortunately. And I'm not one of those people that like to do recency bias, whereby, okay, a player's doing bad now, I'm going to now start hating on them. No, that's not how I like to analyse football. But I feel as though his limitations are being shown in the Arsenal system at the minute. I really, really do. He can't be a volume passer. He's not got PNP, hasn't got ball carrying, hasn't got ball striking, hasn't got composure in the final third. It's a sorry sight. It really, really is for Martin. But anyway, let's look at this Premier League title and see what it means for Liverpool. They're now 11 points clear of us. I think by my calculations, that means 10 more points would win them the Premier League. 83 points is going to do it for a Premier League winner. Wow. That is unreal. Never, ever, ever did I think 83 points, would be enough to win a Premier League title. I think the last time that happened was Leicester in 2015-16. It doesn't show how bad Arsenal have been, I would say. Show how good Liverpool have been. Let's give them some credit. Let's give Arne Slot some credit. Been absolutely ridiculous. He's not lost a Premier League game since Nottingham Forest, I think 3 or 4 games into it. Liverpool were on to an invincible season. Now Arsenal are probably going to have to head to Anfield and do a guard of honour. Wow. We're going to have to do a guard of honour at Anfield. That hurts as an Arsenal fan, but I think it's deserved. We haven't done enough. We haven't had the injury luck, of course, that comes into it. But ultimately, all things considered, when everybody was fit at the start of the season for the first, 7-8 games, we didn't do enough. We weren't the best team in the world. Liverpool were. Liverpool were the best team in the world, and they still are to this day, even though they've been knocked out of the Champions League, knocked out of the Carabao Cup, or lost the Carabao Cup final and knocked out of the FA Cup. They're still the best team in the world at the minute. And if Arsenal do the impossible and win the Champions League, then this season is saved. But the likelihood of that is quite slim. But anyway, that's it for now. Let me know your thoughts on things discussed in this video. And until next time, peace.